Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta has settled on Sporting Lisbon striker Victor Gyökeres as his top striker target ahead of the summer, according to reports. The Gunners will look to bring in a new striker in the summer transfer window, with worries about whether Gabriel Jesus and Eddie Nketiah will score them enough goals. Sporting Lisbon value Arsenal target Gyökeres at €70 million. Former players and pundits have doubted Arsenal's chances of winning the Premier League this season without bringing in a new centre-forward in January. However, Arteta and sporting director Regu chose to stick with what they've got, and it's paid off, with Arsenal scoring a handful of goals since the turn of the year. Arsenal have been sharing the burden around the squad, but it is still understood they will look to bring in a new forward in the summer transfer window. And now Spanish publication Nacional insists Arsenal have captured their number one target in Sporting Lisbon's Gyökeres, with the Sweden international Arteta's chosen one. Arsenal and Barcelona share the need for a new striker, with Arteta growing tired of Gabriel Jesus' constant injuries, while Xavi has not been able to rely on youngsters Vitor Roque or Marc Guiu. The two clubs are both after Gyökeres, who has contributed 33 goals and 12 assists this term, and Sporting Lisbon will not settle for less than €70 million if the former Coventry City striker wants to leave Portugal this summer. Barcelona do not believe that it is worth betting so much money on a footballer who has not yet competed in any of the 5 major leagues, but Arsenal are more convinced. Arsenal boss Arteta has no doubt that Gyökeres would fit perfectly in his side, and the Spaniard has ended up opting for the Swedish international over other options. One player who could leave the Emirates Stadium in the summer is £30M rated Aaron Ramsdale, with summer signing David Raya the number 1. And the Daily Mail claimed that Newcastle will reignite interest in Ramsdale over the summer, with the England international assessing his options, and Newcastle are among those interested as they look to bolster their squad. Magpies boss Eddie Howe is a big admirer of Ramsdale, and the former Sheffield United goalkeeper is keen to play regular Premier League football again after being reduced to an understudy role. Gary Neville, Arsenal answered 2 big questions on Sunday. The Gunners were knocked off the top of the Premier League table by Liverpool over the weekend after drawing 0-0 against Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium. But former Manchester United defender Gary Neville thinks Arsenal answered 2 big questions on Easter Sunday and picked out the players who impressed him. "I think they answered 2 big questions today," Neville said on Sky Sports. "One is on their mentality. Could they live in a big game against Manchester City? They folded here last year and they were all over the place, whereas today they withstood a lot of pressure and looked like a team that could go through a title challenge and have a lot more mental strength. That's a big question answered, because it's difficult to come here. The other one is on the defensive side of things. Last year, it was suggested that without Saliba they were harmed, and that's been proven today. Saliba was immense, there's no doubt about that. So was Gabriel. But for me, the work ethic of the 2 wide players and the 2 forwards was also incredible.